All right, really simple tonight. We are looking at just a simple code. I had an idea tonight, so I wanted to try a code that will actually maybe get the average length of the large range bears. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to make this easy. We're going to make this quick and painless. Okay, so I think it will go something like this. I've never summed an array. I've never done the average of an array, but it looks like that I can take this, find the sum of the array, and then I can use the count function to find out what how many numbers or how many values are in the array, and then I can divide with that. So let's see if we can come up with something that makes sense. Value 1. Okay. name, begin number, end number. Okay, so the name would be var length. The beginning number will be 1, and then the end number will be whatever count B is at this point. And then we will take that number and divide that number by count B, right? So we're adding everything and then we're divided by the number of values that we have. So that will be value 6, and then what we'll do is we'll print value 6. If the last bar on the chart, we'll print this if last bar on chart. And also we'll say instead of doing this, so we could really do it back several days or something like that, but instead we only want to take pretty much the last 50, or at least the 50 bars of large bears that happened today. So we'll say if date equals today, which is the last calculated day, and that count is greater than 0 and count is less than 50, and bear range greater than 7, then begin count B plus 1. So we need to have a variable count B, and then we will that's going to equal the range, and then n, and then we'll do the sum over the number of variables. That'll be value 6, which is our average. Okay, I think that should do it. L array sum. You didn't say we needed that. L first and the last number. Array sum var L. Not sure what you're looking for there. Or maybe it just needs to say that it needs to start with 0. I don't know. Or maybe, no, I mean, I'll put it up there just how they have it, right? So what do you want? Oh, I'm missing a... No, I'm not missing anything. Count B is a variable. 1 is a variable. What if I put 50 here? That doesn't make it happy. Count B. Array sum. Make sure I'm assigning array properly. Yep, array name, value, array, that's declared it there, 0. I mean, I got it. I don't know what the world's going on. Let's put 0. Last bar on chart. Last bar on chart, then print. Okay. I'm not sure why it's telling me to put 0 there, so it didn't ask for, it didn't say that in the in this guy. And then also the script that I was putting together for the other gentleman, I need to take off the print of that. He had print on there, so get rid of that. Clear this, refresh. Is there another print? Get rid of that. No, that can't be right. So okay, all right, so we need to clear one other thing off of here somewhere. Some script we are printing to the screen. We went through this last time. All right, nothing to print on there. That's printing, that's there. Spy. Nothing printing there. Swing long. Nothing printing there. ID. Nothing there. Okay. Still have something printing. I don't think it's anything on this workspace though. Refreshing again. So on this chart, we got something that's printing on here, and on this screen is coming up with 95. This is still calculating, so it's not coming off that screen. It's either coming off the 15 tick or the 1 minute time frame. It just printed again though too, so maybe it is on the tick chart. Let's see what the studies are here. It's not any one of those. Know that. Check the 1 minute time frame. Studies. Might be one of these. Running box of swing low. Maybe there's that one. Not there. Ah. Print, nowhere else there. Yeah, there's a lot. Last one to check. Nothing there. Last one is left is here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Got a lot of stuff on here. All these are off. 5 minutes on, 5 minutes short. Descending trend line. Maybe it's that one. Now also, I think it's something that we must be this one, because we made a script yesterday and then we wanted to see how many times it was firing off. I bet it's this one. Yep. Print it counts. Print how many times it. How many times we actually got the indicator. So we can go back and then right click and clear that. And we'll go to maybe chart ES. That 1 minute time frame. Here we're going to add the one that we're just working on, which was bear average length. Show me. Bear average length. Okay. Let's see what it prints. Didn't print anything. Oh, it might give us an error because we got to make sure that the length is less than or greater than 0. It will not do any kind of division if it has a denominator of 0. Yep, exactly what it is. So we have to say the range that count B has to be greater than 0. Now we can verify it, go back, add it back. Okay, the average is 0? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So again, we're saying that if count B is greater than 0, then value 6 is going to equal the sum array of bear, L. I don't know what to put here because it's telling me I have to put something here, but it doesn't look like anybody else has to put anything there when they're doing the array sum. So then I'm going from 1 to count B. If it's the last bar on the chart, then we want to print the average of that value 6. Again, not sure why I have to put anything for right there. What if I put 50? Really don't know what that's doing. All right. Let me see if there's anybody making any comments on this kind of a thing. No, somebody had a similar issue, I guess. Variable array 15O. Array. Yep. That's pretty much exactly what I did. And somebody's saying that you should use summation array. Oh, what's the difference? See, how they said this is a great community, right? It's got good information, right? So, and that's why I say I've been trying to start giving back now and answering some questions that people have in terms of coding myself. but I'm not quite there yet. But you know, everybody has something to contribute. So let's see what this summation array is. Summation array, there it is. Double the price array, double the size. Simple return summation of values in array. Price, so the array name and the size. I don't know that that's really what I want though, because I think that's going to try to do a summation of 50 values, and there may not be 50 values there. So this one would say I want to do it from this value to this value. So I mean, I'm gonna try it, but not sure that that's it. Okay, looks like it still gave me a 0. And there is clearly going to be, well, again, I don't know at this point if the date, I'm going to change the date on it because it might be trying to make the date effective for this next trading date. And I think it's probably already gone to the next trading day for ES since it's after 4:15, something like that. I don't know. All right, so we're just gonna say that if the day is 124:0115, so that'd have been for yesterday. Okay, still gave me a 0, so yep, something is still wrong. Price array specifies the name of a numeric array upon which the summation is calculated. Sum of an array of values. Accumulates the value of the array and returns sum total. The value for this. Okay, well that could work because even if it was 0, well, if it were 0 and you wanted it to count that as a number, then that might be a problem. Well, that would still show up in the counts, in the number of counts, so that would still work. The value for the size parameter should always be a whole number greater than 0 and is typically equal to the number of data elements in the array. Yep. Summation array function only works for one-dimensional arrays. Okay. The first element of the array that is used by this function is element 1. Boom. Element 0 of the array is not used. No problem. Following assigns the lowest value of the 20 elements in the array to value 1. Assigns the lowest value of the 20 elements in the array to value 1. Assigns the lowest value of the 20 elements. Well, that doesn't make sense. Following assigns the lowest value of the 20 elements in the. Well, I'm thinking that's saying they're just going to assign the. That's not. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. Array, my array 20. How you want it? Summation array. All right, 20. Well, that's what I did. Oh, well, wait a minute. Well, yesterday did have trading value on it. 115. No, it didn't. 115? Huh. 115 is here, so nothing for 114. So we got to go back to 112. Actually, data is up there for 115 though, so that should not have been a problem either. Now we're gonna refresh that. Still comes up with 0. Again, I know we have some bearish candles on 112 that are larger than the average length candles. Yeah, we said that the date's got to be from the 12th, and the I see. We said that the count has got to be greater than 0 and count is less than 50. So I can say greater than or equal to 0, which would be fine. Okay, because if it's got to be greater than 0, then when the chart starts, it's 0, and so it would never get into this statement. So greater than or equal to 0. There we go. All right. Now we need to refresh, and there's still nothing. What? All right, so we're gonna have 50 values assigned to the array, and the initial value will be declared as 0. And if the date is from the 24th, and count is greater than or equal. Count B. Gotcha. It's always something, man. It's always something. That's what I like about that. I mean, that's what you got to hate about it, but that's what I like about it too. I did all kinds of different things. I put count up here. I put count down here. Count B, count. I mean, I got all kinds of different things. And then it didn't kick it out because on my template, I already have count up here. So it wasn't saying that, well, it's not declared. So yeah, you got to be careful. All right, so count B, there, count B, there, count B, and then yeah. All right. Boom. There we go. Okay, so 57.25. Mr. Harris. Oh yeah, you're a coder. Cool, man. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm definitely interested to hear some of your kind of your opinions or what you think about my coding abilities, because I'm not a coder. I'm a therapist, and I've started coding in the last year or two just in order to try to help find an edge in the market. I always had an interest in coding and almost went to school for it, but so now I'm coming back to my roots, you know? So are you a coder by profession, or are you kind of a hobbyist coder for the market? And you see, after you told me, yeah, 2024, right? You see, after you told me 2024, I went back and I changed all the dates on all my January live events because I had them all wrong. So, but yeah, so that's one of the things I was curious about, though, is we know that a lot happens after you have long moves, long bears or long bulls. So I was curious to come up with a code that would kind of find an average of when you have these long bars, what is the average size long bar that you get in a trading day? And then if we can find out what that average is, then maybe that can give us a little bit of an indication in a day's time frame of, okay, if you have a bearish move that much, then be on the lookout because there may be a reversal. So that was the idea for coming into the night. I need to take all these other values off here, these plots. Engineer, yes sir. Yeah, so you got the mind for it. It's very interesting because one of my good friends is an engineer, and I think I took an aptitude test or something along the way, and it said, you know, I would have been a profession for me would have been an engineer. So I really do enjoy this coding stuff. It's super. You have to have that attention to detail, right? And some days I've got it, and some days I'm just fumbling over the simplest stuff. Like you saw there, I was trying to work through the count, and I had the wrong variable, right? But still, like I said, looking at the information, looking at the instructions given for the sum array, it said I should have been able to use the sum array and not just summation array, but sum array. Something like that, right? And then have the array name, and then have the initial value, and then the highest value. And did I get rid of my... Yeah, there we go. Sum array, wasn't it sum array? Array sum? It was array sum. Yeah, there we go. But it keeps telling me that it's expecting for me to put something in brackets there, which when you pull up the information on it, it doesn't say that you need brackets. So does that make any sense to you? Do you have you run into anything like that, or are you familiar with the TradeStation easy development or easy language development environment? There's the numeric sum of the values in the specified range. And I just can't imagine why numeric sum isn't identical to summation. But like I said, apparently it wants summation. What was it? Summation array, and then it was var 50. You know what? Did I divide that by? Okay, yeah. Ah, there we go. Now what's going on? Let's see what's going on now. All right, let's see. I'm just wondering how you can tolerate. Yeah, easy language, man. I actually, like when I first started with TradeStation, I thought easy language was quite, I thought it was a bit, but I'd come from ThinkScript with TD Ameritrade, and I felt like that language was kind of really intuitive, right? I mean, the words and everything just kind of made sense and it flowed a lot better. But I feel like easy language allows you to do more. I mean, yes, it's a bit more complex, but it's like a pocket knife, right? I mean, you have all these different things on it where you can do more with it. Whereas Thinkorswim is a simple knife. I mean, you can hold it all kinds of different ways and get it done, but you know, it's a basic knife. All right, so what do we? So after we end up doing the division, like I said, I'm not sure I had the division on the first one, but after we did the division with the with summing all the bears on the 12th, we're getting 1.15. Is that about right? Let's see, so we're on the 12th here. Move to the 12th and see, and then we'll just pick out a long bearish candle. 12th is a long bearish candle. Is that 1.15? That's not 1.15. Average? No. 5. That's 5. So, And there's got to be an easy way to print out the arrays, the value of the arrays, to the print log at one time. But so that's a large bear. Even this one, I mean, and so that may be a longer bear. Even this one, what is that? 2.52, right? So 1 and 1.15 is nowhere near something. I'm not trusting the summation. I'm not trusting this summation. Summation array bear L 50. And bear. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, man. What are you seeing? What are you seeing, James? I'm gonna glance back over here at the. Did you catch that video I did earlier, man? Determine large bear using ATR volume. Yeah, so pretty much just for simplicity's sake, right now I'm just using it. I'm just using the range to determine it, right? So from the high to the low, we could use the body of the candle, so from open to close. But then after that, what I would typically do is then I would also add in, all right, well, so, and volume, or technically this ticks is greater than the 6 bar volume, and then see that's giving us a different value. However, I'm still trying to pinpoint how we're getting the proper average for the large bears. But yes, so it's just based on pretty much ATR, so average trading range of that one candle, and then over 7 candles, we're going to take that average over 7 candles. And so if the bear is longer than the 7 candle average, we call it I'm calling it a long bear. And sometimes I've done it where it has to be 2 times the length of the 7 candle range, 7 candle average. 7 candle seems to work out pretty well for me when I'm doing a lot with like intraday trading. 7 bars seems to be a pretty good cycle of candles. But the majority of these candles anyway are bears or bulls are longer than 1.25. So let me see if time equals 0940, then thinking. All right, we're gonna do if time is greater than 0940, then and that's why I said this has got to be a lot easier than this. We're gonna do then print. We're gonna do bear length count B1, count B1, count B. So that's gonna be a lot of typing. I don't want to do all that. All right. Let's go 1. Count B, comma, we'll just go like the first couple or whatever, and then close that out. Count B will be what it is. We just need to change these. I'll check against the average volume of last candles to filter the noise. Yeah, we can print those. Okay, so if the time was 9:40, let's clear this first, and then go in here and refresh it. But we got to get back to 112. Now 112 from 9:40 on. It's gonna should be printing out the range of those bears. The first one would be 1.25. The second would be 1.253. That's almost looks like it's going in sequential fashion, incrementally going up by in the thousands place by one thousandths, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what it's doing. So something is not working. Something is not. But that gives me a good idea of what's going on there. But let's kind of pull up the indicator of what you're talking about. I think I have one. I have one of just range 7. All right, I'll just make one real quick, and then you can see what I have as far as the code there. So I do an indicator. All right, just do a range 7. Get all that out of there. I'm just going to plot 1. It's going to be range 7. Close that, and then when I go here and we'll go to the open the function, because it's my own custom function. So it's just the average true range, right, of 7 candles. So pretty much what you were saying. All right, so we're going to verify that. Come over here, and then we'll indicator add range 7. Uh-oh. I think you lost the screen here. All right, there you go. So, but curiosity, like I said, I know you see the complexities, right, of easy language. Not anything that you can't handle, right? But the idea that you can actually use it to make algorithms to code for you. What do you think about that, right? Because that's why I came over to TradeStation, is because I wanted to code algorithm. As long as I was going to put forth the effort into the coding language, I want to be able to, as I get my technical analysis and everything together, I want to be able to for it to automatically trade for me. I don't know if you caught the video I did earlier today where I just did like a simple code. I was helping somebody out. I just did a simple code. Now it's a one contract on, one contract long, one contract short kind of a thing. And so it took a lot of entries, but the performance of it is kind of crazy, right? So if you look back from 8/22/22 up to January 15th, that equity curve is nice. So one contract trading on the NQ with that strategy would net like 55K. That's crazy, man, right? That's crazy. So, and I mean, it took, how many trades did it take? Well, let's see, up to, 5,000 trades, but you're talking a year. The profitability percent wasn't as good, but with the higher profit factor, at least greater than 1, took a lot of trades, but all in all, it knocked it out of the park. So, and that code, if you're interested in it, because it was super simple, where is this guy? All right, so we're just saying, and that's the thing, I came from ThinkScript, and like I said, words meant what they are. So for a year, I was using the word volume for volume. In TradeStation, you have to use the word ticks for total volume. Otherwise, volume is only representative of uptick volume, right? Crazy. But after learning that, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to start all over. Sorry. All right, so we're just saying that the volume is greater than the 6-bar volume. And then we're saying that there's a low lower than the low before it. And that low before it is less than the low before it, right? And then that low before it is greater than the low before it. So it's like 3. And, I was talking to somebody about it, and they said there is a like a 3-bar pattern, and I've heard of it before, right? But I don't know, 3 crows or something. But there's 3 sequentially descending descending candles after you take 3 descending candles with the modifier that there is high volume in the last bar. Take that as your long, right? And then for your short, I just came up with something real quick, which was suggest that you have a high higher than the bar before it, and that your ticks, your volume is at least twice as large as the 6 period volume, right? So when we go up, we're really moving into that absorption, and then as we're going down, the volume is getting low. Which, as we're going down, this is just saying that we're looking for a pullback. We're looking for a little bit of a pullback. But when we go up, when we're shorting, we're looking for absorption. We're looking for the end of the move. So, but either way, the shorts didn't perform as well as the longs did. I know that there's a way that you can see what did what, but I don't know what that is all at one time. So. Returns. Yeah. I'd have to sit down and play with it. After the zoom. All right, 3 white soldiers. Yep, 3 black crows. Yep. So, again, if you have the patience to make this many trades, or if you have the mental fortitude to sit there and make this many trades, you could certainly be profitable with that kind of thing. Or you could come on over to TradeStation, right? And then you can implement your strategies. You can set your strategies up in the platform. It'll generate strategy for orders, and then you hit automate, hit I agree. And then you can either allow it to take trades for you with the confirmation on. So once it gets an entry, it'll say, hey, do you really want me to take this? And then you click a button, you say yeah. Or you can do it with confirmation off. And again, it gives you another opportunity to change your mind. And then if you hit agree to that, then all of a sudden, now you get something that pops up on the screen that it'll have a indicator in the corner that says that you've got a live algo trading chart. So, and back when I was messing with penny stocks, I believe I turned it on a few times. It was kind of break even, not that big a deal. I was trading 1 share at a time. They were like $1 a piece or something like that. But since I reshifted my focus away from penny stocks and then came over to options and futures and more large cap equities, instruments, that kind of a thing, I haven't done anything with the algorithmic trading part. So I'm just still gaining my footing with the coding space and making sure that I'm fully immersed and know what I'm doing. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to play with this and see what's going on with the where were we at the ES? Okay, so there's the range 7. All right, so you see as the range is dropping, now something is bound to happen. Boom, you got an explosion, moves to the downside. As the range is dropping, now you have something that ended up being a bull trap, and it moved to the downside. Then it looks like you got a little bit of a bear trap, moved up. So we want to incorporate all these things into our coding for sure. But like I said, to be able for the code to be able to decipher, okay, we need, and again, this is how the maturation of my coding is going, right? Because typically in my strategies, I'll put that the volume or that the bar needs to be greater than range 7 or something like that. What if it didn't need to be greater than range 7? What if it needed to be equal to 2 times range 7, or it needed to be, you know, 1 1/4 times range 7. If I could have my programs automatically find that length, or see what that length is, that drop, and find that average, then it will be kind of self-learning. So again, I'm making my scripts more complex this year, and I'm not backing down from the harder stuff. And this one here threw me for a loop here a little bit, so it might take me a day or so to get it figured out, but I will get it figured out. And you know, I'll do a video or something on it tomorrow or the next day. But again, there's a reason why we're not getting accurate numbers. Okay, but so even the array itself, regardless of the summation, we weren't getting the right numbers for. These are not the right numbers. These ranges are longer than this. That range is 4.44. So there's something wrong with the way that range is calculated for some reason. Arbitrage, D, bare length, average length. All right, if we come here, you see over to the right hand side of the screen that the range is not 1 anything, right? So let's, over top of this, we're going to superimpose the actual range of them. So we'll go to range 7 indicator, and then we'll plot the actual range of whatever it is for each bar. And then that does not need to be connected. So we go to general, style. Don't automatically connect them. It'll just give us dots everywhere. Should give us dots. Well, we have to change it to, instead of to a line, we have to change it to like a cross. All right, so again, well, James, this is why you're on here, buddy. What in the world? So when now we managed to make it to away from the 12th though. So let's go back to the 12th, but it does look like there's plenty of bars in the 1 range. Now that's screwing with my mind now, because all right, about to get to the bottom of this. So for instance, this large, yeah, right. So this long bear here, it is a value of 6.93 or so. It is not down in the 1 range. However, there are a lot of candles down in the 1 range. So what happened at 940? At 940, these ranges, I feel like that's 2, that's 1.5, that's 2.75. I feel like somehow, somewhere along the way, this chart is assigning some small little after hours ranges to that array. That's what I'm feeling like. And the way that I call myself preventing that from happening is saying that the date has to be the 12th, and count B has to be greater than or equal to 0, which I guess technically that is if it's after hours, as soon as the 12th rolls around. Okay, and then count B, it's got to be less than 50, and it's got to be a bear, and The range has to be greater than range 7. Well, I guess technically it could be, right? So if you're at the if you have a super small range candle at the after hours at 12 o'clock a.m. and that average range, because all the candles are just dojis, then it technically could be larger than the range 7, because the range 7 is nothing. The range 7 could be like zilch, right? Like if you get a bunch of bars like this, the average range is like 0.1, and I think that's exactly what happened. All right, come on, 12th. 12, 12, 12, 12. I hate to say it, but Thinkorswim is a lot better when it comes to scrolling than this is. That's a fact. Yeah, here we go. All right, so as soon as the 12th rolls around, right here, yeah, wow, these values are, so the range 7 is down here by what, 0.3, 0.9, and these values right here, 0.26, they're not over the range 7, but then these values are over range 7. This one is 0.7 and 1.0, and so these values actually look way better than these do, and these look terrible. So let's make one more modifier on there. We're going to say that the time has to be greater than 9:30, so that way we're getting somewhat institutional traders have joined the market. So we'll say and time is greater than 09:35. All right, so that should give us a whole different printout. It did. We're up to 2s now. Let's just give it more range. Instead of 50 bars, let's give it 150. I don't know how many we need, but from 9:35 on, well, I'm gonna give it 9:40. Give it 10 bars to establish the volatility and to bring the 7-bar range up to speed. At least give it 7 bars to get up to speed, right? That makes sense. Okay, 150 bars. This is gonna be under 150, and ticks, and that's the date, and then that's gonna be divided by the count B. This is gonna be 150, and then boom. So I don't feel like that moved me in the direction that I was expecting. Include average volume of last 7 less than. So are you saying include the, you mean for the calculation or for the printout? Average volume of the last 7. So back to 112. Here, okay, and now 9, 8. So really, the average trading range starts peaking here, even at 8:30 or so, and then even by 9:30, now we're starting to get into some stability, at least with the height of the range 7. It's up here by 2.4, 2.6, and now all these bars Well, that's a bear. It's over 7. Okay. Well, I mean, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for these. That's ringing in 3.4, 3.5. If bear volume is greater than the last 7. Gotcha. Bar volume. But I still, yeah. All right. Well, let's try it. So if the bear volume is, let's put it in here. And ticks are greater than, so I already have it in the system as a 6 over the last 6 bars. I'll tell you what, we'll just write it down, average ticks 7. All right, so that ought to be it there. All right, we're gonna do one more thing. Let's do this. Let's make it visible. Some of the times this stuff is hard, so let's make it visible. We're just gonna take everything that we have up here because this is what we want to do the summation of, but we're gonna put some color on this thing. So we're gonna say, if all those conditions are met, then we're gonna plot. Let's plot 5. We'll do on the low, and we'll make it yellow. And then we'll see exactly what bars we're supposed to be getting. (124) and count B is greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 0, and time is less than 940, and bear, and range is greater than range 7, and the volume is greater than V6, and ticks is greater than average 7. Yeah, okay, well I guess we did have that one already, James. All right, and then plot 5, yellow 6. Plot yellow 6. Here we go. If date. All right. Let's put some color on it. All right. So all these bears right here are the ones that we should be getting the volumes for. I mean the ranges for. These are the bears of interest. And like I said, I'm just curious, right? Because obviously, as the day kind of gets started here, you break that initial ascending support trend, and so you come down here, you find your initial like true level of support where bulls start buying back in. But then when you get to some point down here, now you know these long bears here are pretty decent pullbacks. For me, I like to scalp, so all these right here would be bank for me. This right here, just talking about, and then this will be an L, right? You take an L on that one, but all these right here, that top one would be an L, that one would be good, but all those are bank for me. Like this, again, like this is the second strategy today that has been made just off some simple stuff, and like I could make money with this. Okay, all right, but still though, I gotta figure out this code. All right, let's see. Have you fun? You know what either? RSI or CCI indicator on top of that to further the strategy some more. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, we can do that. Like I said, I can always come back to this array, to the summation part later. That's just another piece that I need to add to my repertoire because I haven't added it yet. But let's see what RSI does on this. That's my box RSI. I don't know that. Okay. RSI. See anything that speaks to you? I mean, obviously here we're under the 30, right? So oversold. That one right there is just under the 30, so that would be that guy. This one here, he didn't make it. He didn't make the cut. But I mean, we could always move it up. We could say it got to be under 40. This one here wouldn't have made the cut. This one here would make the cut under 40. Let's try that. Let's say under 40. The green line is the 25, and these are simple period moving averages, but it's the 25. See it there? Make it bigger. We can get this one out of here for the time being. Yeah, so that green one is the 25, the yellow one is the 15. The black one actually is the exponential moving average of the 9. The yellow dotted is the exponential moving average of the 15. The yellow solid is the simple period moving average. So let's see if we can, like I said, filter that a little bit more with the RSI being less than 40. Let's, I don't know if I have to do anything with that or not. Let's see, RSI less than 40. Is it going to ask me to do anything more with RSI? Yeah, it will. Let's see, what does it want? It wants price and length. What is RSI typically based off of? Is it close? Because I don't use it a lot. And then what's the length? Oh, you know what? I think it's typically the close in the 14. Yeah, here it is. Close and 14. All right, so when we do that, now we get these. That one good? Yeah, those are under the 40. So we still get all these. And decent for a little pullback, but again, it depends on your strategy. Depends on how you trade for sure. And again, one of the things I do all my strategies anyway is that it's got to be like after 9:40 and before like 15:50 or so. So I'm not holding into the end of the day. You know, and this is already after 4 o'clock. So let's go and put that in just to get rid of that. And time is over 9:45. We already have time is over 9:40, so we'll go over here and we'll just say also, and time is less than 15:50. All right, CCI instead of RSI, easier to configure. Well, I mean, we already have RSI up here, but you know, CCI, what is CCI? Now that's something I've never used before. Let's see if TradeStation thinks much of it. CCI. Okay, well, I'm gonna pull that up on the chart first because I don't know what it looks like. Is that it? The CCI average? Eesh. Man, what is going on here? Come on, James. What's going on here, man? So I guess I was going to say it's kind of some kind of oscillator, but it doesn't. Looks like it's got some type of oscillation, but got some wide ranges there, though, right? What are we looking for with CCI? What does it tell us? Configure it to 25. All right. Well, let's see how we have to configure it. Just do CCI and then do length. Okay. Number of trailing bars for the CCI to analyze at a time. Signs value 1 and plots at 20 bars CCI. So I guess I can click on that and then do inputs. Length. The average length or the length? I guess I'm. You want me to do the length? All right, we'll try the length. Okay, length. All right, I got you. So, but what are we looking for though? Are we looking for that crossover or? Looking for divergence or treating it as an overbought oversold oscillator. Okay. See how using that fall outside of 300. Okay, it is oscillator 300, 300. Normally within 100, 100. Okay. Remove the average length. Let's see. Style. Average length. I don't know if we can remove this. A lot of times it will let you remove stuff, but I tell you what, we'll make it 100% transparent. How about that? There we go. More than one way to skin a cat, brother. All right, so this is what, our 0 line? No, this is our minus 100 line. So this one is boom, this one is boom, boom. The green ones, I think that's for another script that I had going. Yeah, we'll just disable that for the time being. Oh, okay. Subsequently, you know, it's right over some yellow ones also. I don't know, man. I mean, shucks. James, I don't know, man. With the exception of these few right here, I like it. I mean, and then those two, those 1, 2, 3, and then those 3. I like it. All right, so you're saying if CCI is over 100, it's oversold. Oversold, underbought 100. Wait a minute. Where are we at? Okay, minus 100. Okay, that. So they're already set at the 100, 100. Okay, gotcha. All right. Boom, boom. That's under. That's just under the 100. So that one is under. Okay, yeah, I see, because I think it would weed this one out. It would weed that one out if we said the CCI was under 100. It would keep that one, keep that one, keep that one. It would keep all these though. Let's see what it do over here. It would keep that one. That's good. It would actually keep all the. It would weed one of those earlier ones out, but it would keep all those. But you know, looking at it, let's say, was it CCI of 25? It's less than 100, and boom, 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 boom. CCI. I don't. There we go. All right. We didn't lose that one. But how come we have this one? How come we have this one here? Because it falls in that range. That's this guy. That is minus 29. Oh, minus negative 100. Got it. If the bars in the negative 30 to 30 range, take the trade. Put the bars are near 0. Maybe 30 to 30. 30 to negative 30. Put us. Let's see. So a CCI of 25 is less than 30, and CC of 25 is greater than negative 30. Okay. So it's, did I leave that first one on there? No, I didn't. Okay. 25 is less than 30 and nope, greater than -30. There we go. Ah, I got rid of all of them. Wait a minute, did we get that right? CCI of 25 is less than 30. Yep. And CCI of 25 is greater than or equal to -30. There we go. Still nothing. Let me make sure that it's still popping up on here. Yeah, bare average length. We lost it, James. We lost it, man. We lost them all. Okay, so let's take this back out. Reach that range until you find that sweet spot, -40, 40, 50, 50. All right, let's do this. Let's bring this down here. It'll be executed afterwards. We're gonna add this as condition 9. And then we can just modify that as we go. CCI is greater than or equal to -40 and less than CCI's. Gotta do 25 is less than or equal to negative. Boom. Whoop, less than or equal to condition 9 and there we go. Well, I feel like we should have had more in there. Even with that range, I feel like that was fine. So I'm thinking I didn't do something right. So let's mute that out. And we're just gonna call this true. Go back over and make this 9. Yeah, they're there. Okay, so between 30 and 40. 30. -30 and 40. Ah, I see what you're doing. Okay, I see what you're doing. All right. Um, 50. Condition 9 is back in there. All right. 60. At 60, we've got 1. Question is that enough? Is that enough to choose from? 70, we don't have any new ones. Still have that 1. 80, we have 1 additional one. 90. I know that's not right. All right. I know I removed a negative sign there. Greater than or equal to negative. Okay. 100. We got 1 more. Our side close 15 is less. Move that line. Because we're using one or the other, right? I don't know. I like I like that RSI in there. We've removed the RSI and we got a lot more random ones. But let's go back like that 40 range and see if we get some of the better ones in there. Okay. Not bad. I mean, I don't love this one. But we could easily say, we lose that one too, and we lose these couple through here too. But if we were talking about the green line, if we said that the low or that the close has got to be below the 25 period moving average. Then we keep this one, we keep this one, we lose this one, and then those two are questionable. We keep this one, we keep that one too though, which that one's not a great one. However, I think I like that. I think I like that reference to the 25 period moving average. You said the 30? I tried the 30, but I think I like that reference to the 25 period moving average. That's the 30. 30 didn't change it very much. Let's do at the open, it's got to be less than the 25 period moving average. Ah, what? Open is less than 25 period movement. SA 25. Was it the 30 that did it? I think it might have been the 30. I think the 30 is, yeah, or certainly the combination, but that open is not. We'll say that the low has got to be less than the 25 period moving average. Okay. Unfortunately, we get that one. Those. 10 to 40. Yeah. I'm gonna copy all of this, and then we'll make it a different color or make it smaller or something, and then we can see what the difference is. So that, and then that's gonna be plot, we'll call that plot 6. And this is something I started doing just recently, so I could see kind of what I'm changing versus what I already feel like is a pretty good set, and then what I'm changing. So we'll take these two off. Okay, so this would have been the base set, like that we have to choose from, right? And then well, left tick. Ah, there we go. Okay, that was that one, and then that would have been left tick. I'll make it a little bit smaller. There. I don't know, that might be too small for you to see on your screen, so. All right, so if you see those red ticks, those are everything that we have to work with for now, and then we're trying to get the best of those red ticks, obviously, out of our code. No need for low as 25 because okay. No need for the low less than a 25 because CCI computes the distance to the 25. It computes the distance to the 25. Is that's what the CCI does? Okay, because I actually made a indicator for something similar to that, and then I made an indicator that that looks at the relationship between all of the moving averages to the open or close. Okay, so that's good to know. I appreciate that. That's something that I can use in the future. A little shortcut for me. Appreciate that. All right. I'm gonna make this yellow though, so it's a little bit easier to see. What? Come on, man. Oh, and then that's the other thing. I think ThinkScript is a little bit differently, where if you tell it to make it a code in ThinkScript, you can change it on the chart. But here in TradeStation, if you hard code it in, it'll let you. Like, I have to put it yellow here in order for it to be yellow on the chart. And then if I try to change it on the chart, it'll allow me to change it to whatever color I want to. but because it was hard coded, it won't change. But it also won't tell me that it won't change. So I feel like that's a little unfair, but again, I promise you there's so many nuances of easy language of TradeStation that you have to love this thing in order to hang out with it. But all right, so if we don't really need to do anything with the moving average, at least for the 25 period moving average, then we'll just let the moving averages be. So we got the CCI. There's that one. There's that one. I mean, I'd be okay with this. Like I said, from an intraday perspective, on the 1 minute time frame, I'd be okay with this. This one here, I think it'd have been questionable anyway because it's so close to, it's so close to a trend line. So, and at least this other one down here has already broken the trend line, right? The descending resistance. So, curious on the 5 minute time frame what it looks like. Not so much. Not so much. But yeah, the 1 minute time frame, I'm cool with that. You had some good ideas, man. You really did. So one of the other things that I've tried to start incorporating into some of my strategies is to find swing highs. If the swing highs are within a certain the price, or there's a large bearish drop within a certain range of a swing high, then we don't want to take it. So in this case, this one is where you have to flex a little bit, because you'd have to find the swing high and then or find, one of the things I've been doing recently is find the regression line, right? So whatever this area is here, take your regression line and you see what that fit is through there. If that regression line flattens out within so many bars of a drop, then you don't want to take at least that first drop. Whereas you see through here, this regression line would be, same number of bars back, 5 or 6 bars back. That'd be a positive regression line. I don't know. This one here, though, might be a flat one, too. Yeah, flat or descending. Flat, too. So we probably lose that one. But that one doesn't have the volume. That one has wicks, more wicks. Yeah. That needs to be configured a bit to find a sweet spot for your time frames. Yeah. For the time frame. And then that's the thing. I don't know that Thinkorswim had that, but like I said, the strategy that I had made for the guy, when we do add a strategy on TradeStation, whatever it is, price channel, just pick something. You can go and you can customize it, hit the values that are changeable. So some values are going to be hard coded, you'll declare them, and then some values they'll be declared as inputs, and so you can actually change them and from the chart or from the studies, and you can just go to optimize, and then over so many, whatever range you want to try to find the sweet spot, computer does it for you. And you hit OK, and then you hit optimize, and then it runs through a number of it does all this analysis, and then it comes back and then it gives you the best fit. And I don't know that would have done anything, because I don't think, there was no exit, right? So with said strategy, I think that was just an entry. You also need the exit. So that was a price channel. If you add one, you see this says the buy. Usually they say this one is a buy, one is a sell, one is a short. But or long entry, short entry, and then exit, pivot. Let's try that, and then this. And once I was, once I learned a little bit more about CCI, then I could go in and I could make put it in a strategy and then optimize it. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to do it justice right now, but I'll give it a quick shot. All right, so this is what that came up with, and now this is this is TradeStation's strategies, right? So that was just 2 strategies that TradeStation had for a buy and a sell. And man, it is a straight shot down. So if you do the absolute reverse of that strategy, you might be all right. Oh my God, that thing is straight down. 0% profitable? Clearly I did that wrong. I must have did that wrong. That's user error. Pivot reversal. LE, long entry. Pivot reversal, long entry. So that's a buy. Point stop. Long close. That's, I mean, unless there's a better pivot reversal exit. Pivot reversal. That's the long entry. That's the short entry. I mean, or maybe it just will go back and forth between long entry and short entry. So, and I can respect that. So let's do that. And then we'll do optimize here. But yeah, man, this is one of the reasons why I specifically bought a more suitable PC, because I needed to do this optimization and all this kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's worked out. All right. So yeah, this way is $3 profit. I mean, which is not a, it's not the best, but anyway, just for curiosity's sake, let me see if we were to do this, we do these conditions. We'll just leave it between CCI 10 and 25. We'll say condition 9. We're just going to take this and put it right into the code. And then we're going to take this, copy it. We'll go to strategy, and then we're going to call this one the James Harris. All right, and then we're going to put that right there. Oh. I copied, pasted the wrong one. Copy that again. Let me see. Bare average length, show me. All right, copy. Paris. Paste. All right. Verify. Got too much in there. Count B. Need to declare count B. And actually, we don't even need the count B, because, yeah, we don't need the count B because that was specifically to try to find the summation of the array. So we don't need to plot. And actually in a strategy, you cannot plot at all. You got to know what you're doing going into it. All right, but then what it's going to do is it's going to buy and counter A. Still need that. All right. And then I don't know what the range is for the. I thought we had taken that out. The low under the 25. I mean the. Okay. Yeah, I thought we had taken that out. All right, let me take it out of this other one too, though. All right, got that out. All right, so let's get these other strategies off of here. Boom and boom. And then we're back to the 12th. Where'd our dots go? We're still on ES, right? I feel like did we hop over to a new chart? No. Show me. For some reason it kicked something up. I think when I was doing all that copying and pasting, I screwed it up. So let's see what I did. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. All right, so we got the dots back. And so, yeah, I don't know what it's going to do about this guy up here. Like I said, in real world scenario, we have coded that out. So we're just going to leave it for now. But, let's see. We need to come up with an exit. I think at one time I had on here a trailing stop. But we can always just go to basics. We go with that potential exit, that potential stop loss, that potential I don't have my stuff set to be unlocked, so whenever I'm trying to drag the screen over, you know, again, it's not as easy as ThinkScript where you can just kind of click and then zoom in on stuff on TD Ameritrade. All right, so we're going to set a potential take profit of 0.17% and a 0.05% for the stop loss. 0.05, 0.17. So roughly 1 to 3. Let's see what it thinks about it. Boom. Okay. Verify that. Then we come over here. We're going to add the strategy. Negative 4 to 10 should work better than bear markets. Okay. Well, maybe tomorrow we'll play with changing that around so that maybe if it's a gap down day or if it opens under the 200 period moving average, then we'll do, you say negative 10 to 40? No, negative 40 to 10 in bear markets. Okay. And then in bear markets, and then bull markets negative 10 to 40. Bull markets negative 10 to 40 on the high side. Okay, and bear markets 10 to negative 40. Okay, all right, I got you. All right, so let's find the script. All right, and then these other ones, we'll remove them for the time being. And this one, I'm going to set optimize. It usually puts in a decent range for optimization, so on either side of the initial parameters. Optimize. Right, okay, negative 10 to 40. Okay, not 40 to negative 10. Gotcha. All right, let's see what we've What did it say? Survey says it did not take a lot of trades, but over the last 2 weeks, and if it did, it would have been up $200. It would have taken 5 trades. But only one of them out of the 5, one of them was that 80%? Just one of them was a loss. Yeah, 80% profitable. Ain't too shabby. I mean, not too shabby at all, actually. 325 profit, 125 loss. Profit factor of 2.6. That's actually pretty good. It's just not taking enough trades. So let's go back. And then we saw where the 1 wasn't as good an entry, but again, like you said, if we were to be able to adjust that on the fly based on the 200 period moving average, on the 200 period moving average, right here, this one was around a 29 on the CCI. So if we consider that the bull market, then you're saying it should have been a -10 anyway, -10 to 40. And then if we drop down here under the 200 period moving average, if we call that a bear market, then let's see, bear market was -40 to 10. -40 to 10. I would have just, wait a minute. Would have just got outside. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me see. That's pretty close. What is that value? 10.3. Wow. It would have just escaped being captured by your script. If you, like you say, if you go by 10 to -40. Okay. Let me see. Where's? Uh-oh. I gotta get out of here, James. Wife's calling me. Man, I've been on here way longer than I thought I was gonna be. But yeah, I mean, I typically can get lost in this code and stuff. So, but man, that's a pretty good strategy. If you had TradeStation, I'd send it to you, but you don't have TradeStation, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead and get TradeStation, man, so we can make some codes. All right. Let's see, if we move that to 100 days instead of 10 days, let's see what this says real quick. Might have to re-optimize it because it'll offer more data, and with that more data, you can get better. You can get a more fine-tuned result. What's going on? Study not verified? Says who? That's from 11:34. Where is my result screen? What? Oh, there it is. Okay, it was hiding. Okay, so no, that didn't refresh. Now I see it. Okay, here we go. Shift R. See if it refreshes. Updates. Back from 11:16. Is that right? No, I don't feel like it took any more trades. So yeah, I'm gonna play with this a little bit, and then like I said, we'll chat about it tomorrow. But man, can't get in trouble with the lady. So all right, man, I appreciate you for hopping on with me. and we'll come up with some better codes next time. And hey, always trade smart. Trade smart. All right, we'll catch you next time. I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.